Good Sunday morning. Hello and welcome to the Always Sunday Football Podcast. Sunday morning special is the semifinals of most fantasy football leagues, and that means tensions are high. I'm your host, Dave. I'm joined as I am every week by Anthony. How you doing, bro?
Good. How you doing?
Pretty well, thank you. It's stressful. Today is a stressful day. The tensions are high. My stomach hurts, but other than that, I'm doing great. So what we're going to do today is we're going to run down every one of the games on the main slate today. We're going to talk about it from a fantasy perspective. We're going to discuss all the teams, all the players that might be interesting for fantasy. And what we're going to do is we're going to try to build a tournament lineup and a cash lineup at the end of this show. Try to win some money. Try to keep track of what we're doing here. See if we make any good calls from week to week, and see if we can figure out a way to get better as the weeks go on. The difference between a cash lineup and a tournament lineup, pretty basically, a cash lineup, you want to play your floor plays, you want to play your safer plays. The tournament lineup, because you need to beat a lot more people, you need to finish higher. In a cash lineup, you only need to finish in the top half, which means you only need to beat half the people. In a tournament lineup, you pretty much need to finish number one. And for that, you need some risk. You need some upside, some high risk, high reward players. So we're going to build two different styles of lineup. We're going to try to win some money today. Anthony, how you doing, bro?
Feeling good.
Good. Yeah, I'm in 4 semifinal matchups today, and it's basically to the point when happens for me that's good. It's also happening and that's bad. Like I have every player that I have on a team is also playing against me on a different team. Today cannot go well. Today can only go badly. Today can only be rough. The best that I can hope for, though, is to survive a couple of them at the end of the day. Okay, so let's take a look back real quick on last week before we go into this week's games. Good week last week. Our first week of this, we did a really nice cash lineup. But last week our lineups were pretty much crap. Looking back, we didn't really have that many hits. In general in cash, we didn't really have to try to go back and look at all the hits and stuff and all the good plays that we had, but we really didn't have any good plays last week. We missed a lot of the boats.
No, what happened was they missed. They just didn't listen. They
That's true. That's actually probably more accurate. Yeah, it's that we were right. It's the
right. Oh, real quick, dude. I had a dream last night.
Oh boy, here we go.
The four of us, our other halves of Johnny and Danny Mac, were offered a deal, a 1-year GM deal, 4-way dudes to run the Jets.
Nice.
I knew that it was a $2 million deal that was in there. We each got $500K, and we had a year. We had a 1-year shot. It was us and Rodgers 1 year with an off season and a draft. What could we do?
Nice. I'd be up for the challenge. I don't think it would end
up. The guy was making decisions off of EA Sports. Why not fantasy analysts and shit?
Dude.
You know.
Yeah, if all you need to do in order to be a GM in the NFL is play Madden, then we're all qualified.
Yeah.
We're all qualified. All right. Let's get started on these games. Okay, so the first game we're going to talk about, we'll break it down. I'm also going to try to get the implied team totals now that I mentioned it real quick. The first game that we're going to break down is going to be the Detroit Lions at the Chicago Bears. The Bears are at home. They're 7-point underdogs with a 48-point over-under. So it's a nice over-under for this game. Let's talk. I mean, the implied point totals, 27.5 for the Lions, 20.5 for the Bears. So even the Bears, while they're projected to lose this game, you can play their players if you want. Like they're not projected to score no points. No. Especially because the Lions defense is extremely banged up right now.
Yeah.
So while I do expect them to win the game, they can be had a little bit. So for the Lions, you got your Jared Goff, you got your Amon-Ra St. Brown, you got your Jameson Williams, you got your Sam Laporta in the passing game. And then in the running game, because of David Montgomery's injury, all you have is Jahmyr Gibbs. So I think, in my opinion, Jahmyr Gibbs is like a smash
all
play.
day, every lineup. I think he's going to be like part of everybody's lineup, and it's either everybody's going to miss or everybody's just going to have those points, and you got to get them other elsewhere.
Yeah, we call that chalk. When everybody's going to play a play, when he's the most popular play on the board, that's a chalk play. And Gibbs is going to be mega chalk. Gibbs is going to be mega chalk this week. In the passing game, I mean, I'm comfortable playing Goff. I'm comfortable playing Amon-Ra. I'm comfortable playing Jameson Williams this week.
Yeah, I mean, DJ Moore is a nice price for 5,700.
DJ Moore, sure, he's on the Lions though. I'm sorry, he's on the Bears. We're talking about Lions, but like,
yeah, I don't want to
do your thing. Go crazy.
I don't want to spend the money on Amon-Ra if I'm going to be throwing Gibbs in there. If Gibbs is in my lineup, not that I don't want to touch anybody else who's going to be passing, but I'm going to go elsewhere. In my opinion, Laporta, what's his price now that he had an okay week? He went up last week. He was 4,400. This week he's 4,700. He's also a good play for tight end. So if you want to take two players, I would go Laporta Gibbs from the Lions.
Yeah, I mean, Laporta has been thin all year. He really has been pretty much a bad play every single week, except last week he had his best game of the year. Laporta's risky. I'm wondering we'll probably see some low price tight ends throughout the rest of the slate that we might like more than him.
For sure.
But he's certainly worth mentioning. Yeah. What did you say? 4,700? That's not bad.
And Chicago's tight end D sucks. But I mean, if we're just choosing Lions, most of my lineups is Gibbs and then moving on.
I think that I agree with you, but I also think that makes the Goff stacks good for GPPs. You know what I mean? Because if most people are playing Gibbs, then you can get some differentiation. You can get some unique lineups just by playing playing the Goff stacks instead of playing Gibbs, which you could, Goff Amon-Ra could hit, Goff JMO could hit.
Right.
And then you have a unique lineup that way. So that's something that's I put them down. I put Goff stacks in the GPP column for us.
Goff 6,800 isn't bad. And then Amon-Ra is just at almost $8,000, 7,900. It's a little steep.
What's JMO?
JMO is 55.
Yeah, so you got Goff at 6,800 and JMO at 5,500. That's a nice tournament stack, in my opinion.
Yeah, you just gotta hope that JMO, hits this week.
You gotta hit that long touchdown. Yeah, he's a good bet for a long touchdown every single week. And that's what I think that's what you're hoping for every time you play JMO. Okay, so to the Bears, you said you like DJ Moore as a play.
I mean, for 5,700, they're going to have to throw, and then you look at Keenan Allen is 53 and Adunze's 51. Like Adunze's been getting it, but it's like inconsistent. So, like you want to shoot for it. It's not, in my opinion, it's not that much of a difference from 57 to those guys for me to just be like, I'm more comfortable playing DJ Moore than risking it.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. Moore is the safest play of all of them. If I'm going for that like lesser owned upside play and save a little money, I don't mind throwing Odunze into a GPP lineup because he's got blow up potential every week.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm with you though. DJ Moore is the only one that's really like I'm looking to play. Like I'm playing him in a season long lineup today. I feel good about it. I feel okay about it.
Yeah, so
Eagles Commanders.
Oh yeah, and then nothing else. I was gonna say I'm not playing. I mean, maybe if he's gonna throw crazy at 5,500, the Caleb DJ Moore stack is cheap. 55 and 57.
Yeah, if you're gonna play DJ Moore, then you can absolutely, or even Odunze for that matter, you can certainly consider Caleb Williams. He's been throwing it a lot, and he's probably going to have to throw it a lot in this game. I don't expect they're going to run very well. So yeah, it's not a bad play. Eagles Commanders. The Commanders are at home. They're now 4-point underdogs. This line's been moving all over the place. 46.5-point over under. So we do expect some points to be scored. Start with the Eagles. Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown, Devonta Smith, Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
End of list.
Yeah, you don't want to get pretty with what's the tight end's name again?
Calcaterra.
Yeah.
That's a thin play.
It's a thin play. You're banking on a touchdown, which isn't like unthinkable that he's not going to possibly get one. But yeah, no, I'm not shooting the stars there. I'll find something else.
I agree. So for the Eagles, the Hurts AJ Brown stack is like every week, is an every week play. You can pretty much play them every single week, especially now with Goddard out.
Mm-hmm.
You can feel good about the AJ Brown stack. You could even play a Devonta Smith stack if you're feeling frisky.
Yeah, I'm not that frisky.
Neither am I. I mean, I own the Hurts AJ Brown stack, which I know you do as well. You're probably feeling pretty good about that going into today.
Yeah, I'm hoping
I'd rather play that.
Yeah, hoping it's blowing up. We got all in one show. What's up, guys?
Welcome back,
man. One full pick one full PPR. Higgins or London? Currently starting Joe Burrow, Gibbs, Jacobs, Puka, Kelsey, Connor. I mean, you gotta. It's tough because Atlanta's playing the Giants, but then you're risking with the new. It's high risk, high reward rookie quarterback. How good is this guy going to be? I might have done a Penix London stack in DMS. I'm sure I'm not the only person going to do that.
I think a lot of people.
Yeah, well, you save a lot of money. I would lean Higgins because you have the Burrow stack, and they have to win they have to keep winning, and they just keep scoring. So
yeah, I think they're both really good plays, but I agree. Since you have Burrow, may as well throw Higgins in there. The Bengals are desperate. They're going to have to score. At no point in the game will they ever decide to stop trying to score
because they know that they can't stop the score.
Right, like the Falcons, as you mentioned, are playing against the Giants. They might not have to score a ton. They could potentially run the ball quite a bit. So yeah, I probably lean Higgins there. I think they're both good plays, though. I'm playing both of them in my different lineups, in my season-long lineups. I have Higgins a bunch of times. I have London. I'm feeling good about them in general, but if I had to choose between them, I'd probably go Higgins as well.
Bang.
Good luck, all in one show. May the force be with you.
And also with you. Hello.
So we talked about the Eagles. What about the Commanders? You got Jaden Daniels, Terry McLaurin, and Robinson for as a running back option. Zach Ertz is supposed to play today, but he's banged up. He's got the concussion, so I don't trust him to finish the game. I wouldn't try to be playing Zach Ertz if I didn't have to. If I had a different option. One thing to note: the last time these two teams played, Jaden Daniels didn't have a great game, and Terry McLaurin had his worst game of the year. Quinyon Mitchell, the rookie cornerback for the Eagles, is legit. He is the truth. And he shut down Terry McLaurin the last time they played. I'm playing against Terry McLaurin, so I'm hoping that he does it again.
I have a lot of
for that
Terry
reason,
McLaurin.
I'm not playing him in my lineups this week. I mean, you have to probably play him in season long. You have no choice. He's like the wide receiver 4 on the year. But I mean, how do you feel about that right now?
Not too happy. But hoping that from the first time they met earlier in the season, from now, Daniels and McLaurin just have gotten better to connection, and that at least he could have a moderate day and doesn't get shut down. Like 5 catches, 50 yards, touchdown would be. I'd live with that.
That would be great.
Yeah, I would live with that.
Yeah, that would be. You'd be happy with that. I don't know. Like, I obviously playing against them, I'm hoping for the other outcome. I'm hoping for him to get completely shut down.
No, that's it.
But if you're at this point, if you're in the playoffs, you're in the fantasy playoffs, you're starting Jaden Daniels and Terry McLaurin. Like, you probably don't have a better option. You probably don't have a guy you can slot in over Terry McLaurin that you'd feel real good about.
Yeah, no.
All in one show.
Thank you, guys. I'm just grateful I made it to the playoffs, especially being in the second round. Started the season 0-4. That's a big turnaround, Mike. I
Yeah,
hope you win. Come tell us on Tuesday
I
night.
don't want to take I don't want to take too much credit for it all in one show, but your turnaround did kind of coincide with starting to watch us on Tuesdays and Sundays and stuff. So but yeah, man, good luck. Hopefully, we get to talk to you next week and see if you're in the finals.
Yeah, hopefully we are. AS Pollard, Spears, or Janu. Half point PPR. Need one. That's
What's
tough.
Pollard's injury situation right now? That's the big question here, and I don't know the answer off the top of my head. Pollard is if Pollard's banged up, that makes Spears an incredibly great play. I don't know
Yeah.
though. I'm
Plus, he'll have the
looking.
catching upside. Um, I mean, even when he's in there, he gets work, and if he's banged up, maybe they'll lean that way. Let me see if they have it through here. Hard ankle release Christian
Pollard
as questionable, but
expected
is
to play,
expected to play. Yeah.
and he didn't play. He didn't practice this week really at all. If I might play.
Spears.
Man, I don't know. Spears, yeah, I might go Spears in this situation. Pollard is playing, yeah, but he didn't practice all week. He's banged up. Um, I might lean Spears there.
Last week, 7 targets, 6 catches for 87 yards and a touchdown. That's nice.
Spears.
Yeah, but he only got 4 attempts, 6 attempts the weeks before, but it's
Yeah.
that quick dump off.
He also needs 2 out of these guys.
Also
Pittman,
need 2.
Demario.
Pittman,
Oof. Demario, who's that? Demario Douglas,
yeah.
Keon Coleman, Tim Patrick, Jalen Coker. Yikes.
Well, Pittman, yeah.
Really?
I mean, out of all these guys,
I don't think Pittman is a definite in any group of guys. He's been so bad. He's been so bad. Like, how could you ever recommend playing? Yeah, Jonnu has been a top 10 tight end, tight end one. He's been very good in that offense, so he's a pretty safe play. For me, it's Jonnu or Spears. If I need floor, I'm probably playing Jonnu.
mm-hmm.
If I need upside, then I'm probably playing Spears. That's the way I'm going to look at it, depending on what your lineup needs. If you just need a floor play, a solid play, then throw Jonnu in there. If you need somebody who could potentially win you your week by having a great week, that might be Spears. That's what I'm going to say on that one. And then pick 2 guys here. We didn't do this yet. Sorry. I keep pushing the wrong button here. Pittman, Demario Douglas, Keon Coleman, Tim Patrick, Jalen Coker. Who do you got, Anthony?
Who? I mean,
This is
it's a little rough.
Yeah.
Pittman is one of my choices.
Okay.
Who the fuck's calling me right now? I ain't got time for this shit. Anyway, that's fuck. Tim Patrick is like boom or bust, man. That's scary.
Yeah. Coker doesn't get a lot of targets, but what's his name? Legette's not going to play. Maybe throw Coker
I like
in
that.
there.
You're right.
Take a
Legette's not
chance.
playing. Coker. That's what I was
Legette's
trying to.
out.
I was looking
Coker's
at
a
who they're
fair play.
playing, but then I was just looking at Carolina's playing Arizona. Yeah, I go Coker and Pittman for me.
I'd probably go Coker and Coleman. Keon Coleman. Just get a piece of that Bills offense.
Oh, we're getting juice real quick.
But that's risky. AS. Good luck to you, AS. Let us know. We're here on Tuesday. Oh, maybe not Tuesday night, but we'll be here. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Double click them out.
And we'll talk to you when you get back.
Dylan.
Okay, we got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we just got hit, bombarded.
Dylan.
Playoffs, baby, full PPR, different leagues, 3 separate questions. Well, that's it. Let's go. Start 1 RB, 1 flex. Abdullah, Madison, Spears, Adunze, Strange. Adunze. Adunze and Spears are Strange. I would probably go Spears. Adunze, Spears.
Well, you can't. It's one RB and one
Oh, sorry.
flex.
I
So
went
you
to
got
the
to
next
pick
one.
if you're picking a Odunze, if you want Odunze, then you got to pick an RB. Ugh. We just talked about this. Maybe
Yeah,
Spears.
Spears, Adunze.
Yeah. Spears and Odunze.
One tight end, Henry.
One tight end, Henry Strange. Strange for
Yeah,
me.
Strange.
Strange for
One
me.
RB, one tight end.
One running back.
K9.
Ford, Ertz, Chig. Okay, so here's the deal. I would play Ford. Ford's in a much better matchup. Ken Walker has one of the worst possible matchups. Minnesota's a great run defense. He's also coming off some injury. He's also going to be splitting time with Zach Charbonnet. So I'm going Jerome Ford there. And then I'm going Chigakonkwo because they're playing Mason Rudolph and because Ertz is banged up. Like he's a iffy play today. He might not finish the game.
So I agree.
If Ertz gets hit the wrong way, so to me it's Ford and it's Chig. So there you go, Dylan. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll let us know how it goes, bro. Good luck.
AE. So we had AS, now we have AE. Am I crazy?
Wow.
Maybe. Thinking about benching Tyreek for McMillan, scared of a healthy Niners D, weird Miami vibes this week. Slow offenses, wrist injury. On the other side, love the matchup, Otten out. I agree. But it's like the hardest thing to do.
I wouldn't do that because Waddle is going to be out this week. No Waddle means more Tyreek Hill in my opinion.
No, I'm saying I don't think he's like way off. It's not like to not think about it.
No. Correct. No, his thought process is reasonable. But my answer to the question is that I would still play Tyreek because without Waddle, he's the only like legitimate receiver. Malik Washington is, he's not going to take work away from Tyreek Hill. McMillan is a risky play. Like McMillan's a guy who, if you don't have a Tyreek Hill and you need to play somebody, then you play McMillan. But if you have Tyreek Hill, I'd probably just play Tyreek Hill. What about you?
Agreed.
Cool. Angel A.
Round 2 playoffs. Yeah, baby.
Round 2.
Need 2 to start. RB. Patrick Taylor, Rashad White, Ford, Kendra Miller, Pollard, Tyrone Tracy. Also start Njoku or Strange.
Starting Strange because I don't trust DTR.
Yep.
That's the big problem there. Like the DTR is a huge negative. And then on the other side,
Tracy's banged up.
Yeah, Tracy's banged up. Pollard's banged up. I don't know what the story is with Bucky Irving, or else I might play Rashad White. He's been good lately. I'd probably go Ford and White. That would be my 2. What about you, Anthony?
Yeah, Patrick Taylor's scary.
Very.
So is Kendra Miller. So I think that's a safer play. Let me answer this because God only freaking knows real quick. My bad.
All right. So we're going White and we're going Ford on that one. Okay, what else we got here? Who's next? AS. Team is Josh Allen, Amon Ra, Pittman, Douglas, Bijan, Connor, McBride, Pollard. Okay. It's pretty good. I like it. George Play 01. Hey guys, need help to start 2 non-PPR. Oof. Well, that's your first problem, non-PPR. You guys need to have a vote in the offseason. JSN, Marvin Harrison or DJ Moore. Any concerns on Seattle's rain? Also have Kyler Murray as my quarterback. I'm not too concerned about Seattle's rain. I would play, that's a good one. I'd probably go JSN slightly over DJ Moore. Harrison is in 3rd for me. He's really not been getting it done. Harrison's been just a massive disappointment this season. So for me, it's JSN just because he's like the wide receiver 1 for Seattle right now, and then DJ Moore slightly behind him. That's the way I would play that. Even with rain, I would still play JSN. DJ Moore is a great upside play, but he's a little riskier than JSN is. So I go JSN slightly over DJ Moore there. May God have mercy on your soul with Kyler as your quarterback, though. He's a huge. I mean, I understand why you're saying that because you got the potential stack there. But Harrison, in the second round of the playoffs, you have JSN, you have DJ Moore. You can't be playing Marvin Harrison over those guys. More context for George. He's got RB's Saquon, Gibbs, and Bucky. Yeah, I'm still sticking with my JSN call there. JSN slightly over DJ Moore. That's the way I'm going with that one. See, Anthony is back. Here we are.
Yep.
All set. Okay, cool.
We all caught up?
I banged out yeah, we are all caught up as far as I know. Yep, we're all caught up.
Nice.
Okay. So we talked Eagles Commanders. Let's talk Browns Bengals. The Bengals are at home. They're 9.5-point favorites right now with a 46.5-point over under. The Bengals are implied for 27.75, and the Browns for just 18.25. So we're playing you're welcome, George. You're welcome. Good luck. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Godspeed.
And let us know how it went. Yes. So yeah, the Bengals, we like playing Bengals.
Who doesn't?
We're not so sure we want to play Browns. So let's talk Browns first. We got a couple questions about Jerome Ford. This is a good play today.
Mhm.
He's gonna get all the work. I presume they'll try to lean on the run as opposed to having DTR pass. So I think volume wise, he should be pretty safe. And the Bengals defense is really, really bad. So even the Browns should be able to move the ball on them a little bit. So I'm comfortable playing Jerome Ford, Njoku, Judy, any of the other passing options with DTR at quarterback. Anthony, are you playing any Browns pass catchers?
If I am, it's Judy. No Tillman. They're not gonna not throw, and Bengals defense sucks. And he went. I said it last week when he was played against the Chiefs. That or if it was last week, the week before, that was like he's going to get 8 to 10 catches and go over 100 yards, and I think he had like 11 or 12, or 10, some shit, and went over against the Chiefs. He's gonna be open today.
It's a matter of whether DTR can get him the ball.
I think he will.
To the point where you feel good about playing him in DFS?
I mean, looking at I guess I would have to compare like that dollar amount where I'm looking around. I mean, T. Higgins is $100 more. T. Higgins or Jerry Judy. I guess I'd
have to go Higgins there.
Yeah, but I wouldn't mind. I'd risk it for the biscuit.
What's the price on Judy?
6,700.
Oof. Yeah, that's a little rich, bro. For a DTR receiver, oof, makes me nervous.
Yeah.
I mean, Judy himself is worth the money, no question. But with that quarterback,
well, listen, his Madden rating's really good.
Yeah, I don't know about that either. Okay, so Bengals, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Chase Brown, autoplay. All those guys immediately in your lineup, right or wrong?
Mm-hmm. For sure, 100%.
As far as DFS is concerned, I think they're all good cash plays. I mean, they're all pricey, but I think they're all good cash plays, and I think you could even sprinkle them in tournaments.
I think you would sprinkle a Higgins in there because he's 6,800, where Chase is 85, which is like super rich. And then, like you said, if you're getting a Gibbs in there, and Chase Brown 7,700, I'd probably just
they're very expensive.
Higgins is a moderately priced guy that is going to get some work.
Yeah, I like it. So Burrow Higgins stack is interesting for cash and maybe GPPs also. I think a lot of people are going to be on. I mean, Jamar Chase has been just crushing so much lately that people are going to be putting him in their lineups.
Oh yeah,
all over the place.
Oh yeah.
Higgins probably. I mean, it's not going to be like a sneaky play because a lot of people are going to go to Higgins instead because, like you said, the price is that much. But I'll be one of those Higgins people probably. Rams Jets. This game could potentially actually be fun to watch because it's two defenses that are very questionable and two offenses that really are desperate to put points up. Rams Jets. Okay, the Rams are implied for 25 points. The Jets are implied for 22 points. So this is, both teams should be scoring the football in this one. 47-point over under. Jets are 3-point home dogs. This game could actually be quite a lot of fun. On the Rams side, you got your Stafford, you got your Kupp, you got your Puka, you got your Kyron Williams. End of list, right, for Rams.
Yeah.
Now, as far as
Stafford's cheap
plays,
at 5,900 if you want.
59, you
Yes,
said?
a Stafford, Puka.
What's Puka
8.
at? Who's more, Puka or Cup this week?
Oh, they're like light years. Well, not light years away. They're 1,500 apart.
Cup is
Yeah.
cheaper? See, I'd play Cup in that situation.
Even with the goose egg last week?
Yeah, especially with the goose egg. That makes him more playable to me because I think other people will be off him. You know, he'll have lower ownership in that situation.
6,500 Cup.
If he's cheaper and he has a lower ownership. That's not bad. 6,500 for Cup and 5,900 for Stafford. That's a good cash. That's a good cash stack. It's even a good tournament stack. I think.
I'm not against it.
That's not bad. I wrote it down. Oh wait, twice.
I'll put it
underlined. Okay, so yeah, but the Rams, they're pretty straightforward. You got those 4 guys, and that's about it. Kyron Williams, always a good play. I think against this defense, all of them are in play. No question about it. The Jets defense has not been very good this year. On the Jets side, you got your Aaron Rodgers. You got your, hey, Mr. Magic is back. Yo. You got your Aaron Rodgers. You got your Garrett Wilson. You got your Devontae Adams. Let's start there. Those, I mean, I like all 3 of those pieces in this game.
You don't like Breece Hall?
What's Rodgers' price? Well, let's just go passing offense for right now because the
Rodgers
the
is 56.
A little 5,600. Okay, and now what are we talking about as far as Wilson Adams?
Adams 71, Wilson 66. So right there, you go for the squeezy juice of 71.
You think that's the play there because everybody else is going to go for the cheap one?
Not that they would go for the cheap one. I mean, I think if most people would just go for Adams because like the same thing, because you're thinking like because of the bond between the 2.
Jason last week's game.
No, but bond between the 2, it's like the Rams are going to score. Like they're going to have to go. They're going to go back and forth, in my opinion. So it's like Rodgers that's his go-to guy.
Yeah, I think that I think for cash, Adams is the play with Rodgers. I think for GPP, Wilson is the play with Rodgers. That would be my breakdown of that.
Yeah.
Because I think that Adams is, even though he's a little more expensive, I think his ownership will be higher because of what you just said. Because people are, see the Rodgers Adams connection, and they're just like, give me that.
That's why we talk it through.
So I think, yeah. That's why I feel like for GPPs, Wilson would be the play. Mr. Magic awake on a Sunday morning. Oh, what is it? Like playoffs or something? What are you doing awake on a Sunday morning?
I got the magic in me. Hey,
let's talk.
Matt, I got something. If we seem to have some juice today. Everybody's ready in there. A little treat maybe some point in the show towards the end. And then I can clip it and make it a short. I got this little box here.
What is that? I can't see it. It's not showing on the video.
Why?
You have to put it right in front of your face. Put it right in front of your face. In front of your face. There you go. What is that? I can't tell.
It is a
Pinnacle
pack of
Prestige
cards. Yeah, it's like football cards. It's got 6 packs in there. We do like a little opening, a little unboxing.
Oh, okay. I've never done this before. I've never seen this done
pop
before.
Your cherry.
I've seen that people do it, but I've never actually. Yeah, I never. Okay, well, that's fine. So, looking forward to this later in the show. We're going to do some pack rips.
Yeah,
right?
that's what they call it. Pack rip. Are calling it.
Fuck yeah, pack rips. I'm hip. I know how it goes. I know what the kids are doing. All right. So you got Breece Hall for the Jets. Very disappointing season, I would say.
Yeah.
And then you got your back. You got your backups. You got your Braylon Allens and your Isaiah Davises of the world, who have been serviceable in Breece's absence.
Yeah.
Who of any of these guys are you interested in playing? Because for me, I'm not interested in even playing Breece Hall. I don't want any part of this rush.
No, I mean, I think he's good. I think he's gonna get some yards and whatnot. But I'm not playing it. I think they're gonna have to go to the pass, and he's just gonna. All right, it's first and 10 on the 25. He gets a run, 5 yards. Okay, now we're gonna throw.
And also, I feel like they're going to work the other two guys into the rotation because both of the other guys have been serviceable. Like both of the other guys have been good enough that they should be getting carries. And so I think it's going to be like a three-headed monster there. Nobody's really going to emerge as the workhorse. So I feel like all three of them are stayaways. So for me, it's Rodgers stacked with Adams or Rodgers stacked with Wilson and then log out for this game. Giants Falcons, probably real excited about this one, Anthony. The Falcons are at home, 9.5-point favorites with a rookie quarterback making his first start, which is crazy. The Falcons, I'll say it again, making his first start as a rookie. Michael Penix is 9.5-point home favorite over the New York Football Giants with a 42.5-point over under. Ridiculous.
Maybe they figured, listen, this is the best week to start him and try.
You know what? You're probably not wrong. Like I know you're kidding, but at the same time, that conversation probably did
100%.
take place.
That's why I said it.
The Falcons are implied for 26.25. The Giants just 16.75 points. So like for the Giants side, we don't want anybody, right? You're gonna start Malik Neighbors if you have him in season long because you have to. But other than that, is there any single Giant like in DFS? Are you playing a single Giant in DFS?
No.
Including Malik Neighbors? No. I agree. So let's go to the Falcons. Falcons, I mean, obviously Penix is going to be very popular in DFS because he's 4,700 or something like that, 4,900. He's incredibly cheap.
He is 4,500, sir.
Oh wow. Okay, so there you go. So he's going to be in a million lineups. You got Drake London, you got Darnell Mooney, you got Kyle Pitts. Are you like what, if any, stacking options are you interested in?
I want Pitts to do good just for fantasy purposes, but if I did a lineup that was a Penix London lineup for sure, it's 45 and 64.
I think I like that stack. I'll do you one better. I like my favorite stack, and like for cash, maybe the London stack. But as far as GPPs are concerned, I am going with the Mooney stack. He's a little bit cheaper.
Yeah, he's a G cheaper.
He's the deep threat. Penix can get the ball down the field in a way that Kirk Cousins simply could not. So for me, I'll take a tournament shot on Darnell Mooney. Honestly, like that to me makes me very interested. Fudgum's Slover.
Good morning. Tough one. ETN, Ford, Bigsby, half PPR, pick one. Ford.
That wasn't tough at all, Fudgum's Lover. It's tougher to say your name, the screen name, than it is to answer that question. Fudgum's Slover. It's Ford. Yeah, he's going to get the work. They don't have a great offense. They don't have a great team, but they're playing against the best matchup defensively against Cincinnati's crap defense. And he should get all the work, or at least the lion's share of the work. So it's Ford for us. And make sure you like and subscribe. Fudgumsulfer. Okay. So we got Penix London. We got Penix Mooney, right? Bijan.
All day.
Yeah or nay? Yeah. Yeah, I like Bijan in this matchup. I mean, the Giants defense, people don't give them enough credit. I think their passing defense is better than their running defense, but the Giants defense is not bad. You know, like they're serviceable.
No, if everybody was healthy and the offense wasn't shit and like didn't have to keep them on the field as often, the defense is actually they were leading the lead in sacks first half of the season. You know, then Sexy Dexy goes down, Thibodeau's out for a little bit. Brian Burns is, banged up here and there each week. So, like, if all three of those guys are there and the rookies they picked out of this year's draft for the cornerbacks and the safeties were actually really good. So the defense I think is very good. Top 10 defense if everybody's healthy, in my opinion. Back end of the top 10, but top 10.
But not everybody's not healthy right now, though. I mean, right now, Lawrence is out for the rest of the season.
I don't think Thibodeau's back yet.
And the rest of the teams, they're banged up. They're banged up pretty bad. So, Bijan, are you playing him?
If I'm doing the low shoot for the stars, like your Caleb Williams, DJ Moore, lower end stack, and
stars and scrubs.
and then I'll hit the maybe like the Gibbs and Bijan as the RBs, and then kind of level it out at the end. Go low there, high there.
Interesting. Okay. So there you go. Sorry, Falcons, Giants, Cardinals, Panthers. Panthers are at home. They've been frisky lately. They're 5-point underdogs. It was 5.5 yesterday, I believe. 47-point over under for Cardinals and Panthers. The Cardinals are implied for 26.25. The Panthers for 21.25. So it seems like all options are reasonably playable. Like the Cardinals side, you got Kyler. We just talked about the Kyler and Marvin Jr. We talked about them briefly. I personally am not going out of my way to play Kyler or Marvin Harrison in this matchup. What about you?
Yeah, I'm not touching. If I'm touching an Arizona Cardinal, it's nobody in the passing game, to be honest. Maybe Trey McBride, depending on his price, but
yeah, I agree. McBride is a good play all the time, as long as you don't want a touchdown. And yeah, for me, it's James Conner. James Conner is the Cardinal I want.
He's 7,100.
Okay. I mean, that's pricey, but he's been worth it. He's been one of the best running backs in the NFL, like consistently week after week. So on the Cardinals, it's pretty much just Connor and log out for you, and maybe McBride. Okay.
Well, McBride
now the Panthers
is 6,200.
So he's not getting in many lineups at that price.
No, it's tough. It's a tough.
For a tight end, yeah, there's so many more values. So we've talked about like 4 values.
Right, like he's 6,200. He scores an 18. That's nice day, but not value for 6,200.
Right. So the Panthers, you got your Bryce Young stacks to discuss. So what's Young's price?
Yeah, that's Young is 5,300.
What about Thielen?
Thielen is 5,600, but I like to stay away from him a little and go use this game as my saving money situation and go Coker, to be honest. 4,200. Had a good week last week. Legette's going to be out. He's going to be in more snap percentages, more looks. I like that for a 40. When you're building a lineup and you got some high price in there, you need a $4,000 player, and 4,200. I like that. Coker anytime touchdown.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I want to look at.
He's he's a low volume guy. He's been a low volume guy so far, but as you mentioned, Legette being out could potentially push a lot more work his way. A couple extra targets makes all the difference at 4,200, especially with what this guy can do with his targets.
Yeah, last week 6 targets. Young, the week before 8 targets, and then but like 4 and 3 catches out of those, but yards 110 and 41. Touchdown last week was 6 for 110 and a touchdown.
Yeah. I thought he only caught 4 of them last week.
I'm sorry. Targets were 6, 4 catches, 110 for a touch.
Yeah, which that's a great depth of target, the whole 9, but it's also gonna be very volatile.
Right, but now the car. I think he goes. I think he goes a little bit closer to 10 catches. Like the 6, 7, 8 catches today. That's my guess.
If he gets 8 catches today, he's a must play in every format. If you believe that of Jalen Coker today, you have to play him in every.
That's the higher end.
8 catches?
I'm thinking. The 6 is a solid. Where I think he's going to hit. 6 for 80 and a touch.
You better play him in all your lineups. Is all I'm saying.
4,200. He might
at that price. Yeah. Jeez. Running backs. Hubbard. End of list.
6,800. Yeah.
Hubbard, I think, a fine play in this game. Yeah, so I would throw Hubbard on the list as well. What's his price?
6,800.
Okay, it's not great.
No, but all right. So
it's not terrible
6,800,
either.
$300 more. James Conner. What do you do?
Probably play Conner.
Yeah. Trey S. Morning, gents. Morning. Full PPR need two flex and full PPR need 2 flex and 1 wide receiver. Kenneth Walker, Tyrone Tracy, Kendra Miller, Jerry Judy, Keelan Coleman, or Debo. Thanks. Happy holidays. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Yeah.
This is tough.
It is. So 3 players.
3 of these guys. Sheesh. All right. I will go with, and I'm not happy about it. Not happy about this, but I will go with Kendra Miller, Jerry Judy, and Debo.
Yeah, Debo's on the list for me. Kenny Walker's scary.
It's not exciting.
Kenny Walker's scary. Tyrone Tracy's banged up. Coleman is like, because it's like they're gonna throw, but
he doesn't get
once they're ahead.
He just doesn't get enough
it's
volume.
James Cook day, I think, and once they're ahead, it's not going to be. So yeah, I agree. Jerry Judy, I still think is gonna get some points. He's going to be a fantasy option today. Kendra Miller should get. He's going to get all the work. So yeah, those are our 3, my guy. I agree.
Yeah, just keep your expectations low for all these guys.
Yeah,
Kendra Miller, he's going to get all the work. It's a tough. Yeah, exactly. It's a tough spot. But yeah, with Walker, his injury and his workload and whatever, I'm not interested in that. Tyrone Tracy banged up, and then Keon Coleman. He's a hit or miss. Like he could score a touchdown this week, or he could get a 0. So I mean, that's not a great group of guys to pick from. But Miller and Judy and Debo for me. Kevin N. What's up, Kev? Good morning. Look at this. Kevin N. got into the next round. You want to know why? Watching the Always Sunday Football Show. That's right. Congratulations, Kevin. Congratulations, and good luck to you this week.
That makes us all feel great. I lost last week in one of my leagues, but I'm still in 3 this week. But that made me happy.
Yeah, that's. I mean, we do this because we like to have fun. We do this because we love to talk football with our buddies. But if we can actually help some people, that's fucking awesome. That's awesome. Really happy to hear that, Kevin. Thank you so much for tuning back to. Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna. Oh boy, can I get thoughts on starting Kincaid or Hunter Henry? Anthony, you go first.
I am scared, and I'm gonna go Hunter Henry here. Kincaid. It's just one of those things. Like, whose day is it on that receiving offense? You know what I mean? It's Mac Hollins' day. It's a Shakur day. It's a Cooper day. He throws it around, spreads it around a lot. James Cook, I think, is going to have a great day, and Josh Allen's going to run it. So I'm gonna go Hunter Henry. They're going to need to throw. He gets open.
I agree with that. They're both in the same game. The Bills are favored by 14 points in this one. So like. Vegas doesn't expect them to have to throw much, doesn't expect them to be trailing. And so Kincaid might not get a lot of volume, throughout the entire game, whereas Hunter Henry on the other side, they're underdogs by 14 points. They project to have to throw quite a bit. And the Bills defense is good, but I just think of volume, just straight volume. Hunter Henry is the correct play. Kincaid might just be out there blocking. He might just be out there moving around, running wind sprints.
So then
you're not going to get a huge number out of either one of these guys. But I would lean Henry with Anthony. I would agree, just based off of volume.
They're gonna go 70% passing plays at least this game, and that's just more opportunity. That's what you're looking for, opportunity. And he's got his fair share of touchdowns this year, and yet I could see him getting one today. He's gonna score.
No, well, I'll say this. I'll stop you right there. He has not gotten his fair share of touchdowns this year.
On that team.
I think he scored one. He's only scored 1 touchdown this entire season. The other guy, Austin Hooper keeps getting the touchdowns. Believe me, I've been a Hunter Henry owner for the last 6 weeks or 8 weeks or whatever it was. I know. He's been getting a lot of
Okay,
catches.
that's what it
He'll get
was.
like
All
5
right.
catches a game for 50 yards or 40 yards, but he's not getting the touchdowns. The touchdowns have been going
I guess when
elsewhere.
you
If he had
see
been
the
getting the
number,
touchdowns,
he's
he'd
been
be like
having decent numbers. I just see that. I was like, "Ah, you gotta." He's been all right. Well, that's good.
all catches and yards. All catches and yards. If he was getting touchdowns, Anthony, he'd probably be the tight end one.
Well,
Like he's been that involved, but he just hasn't gotten touchdowns at
well,
all. So it's been
hey,
rough. It's been rough.
Kevin,
But
he's getting a touchdown today, and he's getting
Hunter
you
Henry, yeah, I hope you're right.
he's getting
That would
you
be
into
great.
the championship or in the.
So he's in the championship. Listen to this. He's in the championship in his 12-man
How is
league,
that
but he's in the
possible?
semis for his 10-man. How does that work? How are you in the championship for your 12-man league
And not in
already?
your 10.
How does that work? And right,
I think that's
what
backwards.
happened? How did that happen? At least you're not in a week 18 championship, but still, that's a little weird. It's a little early for your championships. Okay, so we talked about the Cardinals Panthers. Let's get into Titans Colts. Colts are at home, 3.5-point favorites over the Titans. The Colts are projected for 23, implied for 23 points. The Titans implied for 19.5 points. So both of these projected to be low scoring teams. Let's talk about the Colts first. You got your Anthony Richardson, which is a huge risk always. And then we talked about Michael Pittman. We talked about Josh. Well, we didn't talk about Josh Downs, but we did talk about Michael Pittman. I would rather play Downs if I had to play a receiver on the Colts. Anthony, where are you?
I'm not playing a receiver on the Colts. I am playing Michael Pittman in a fantasy game today, Dynasty Superflex. So you kind of have to there. I can't.
Yeah.
I mean, Bigsby. We talked about this. Bigsby is an option. I got to get PPR situation. I think that's what I'm shooting for. But if I'm fantasy, I mean, DFS wise, if I'm shooting for the stars, it's honestly just Richardson by himself for like rushing and touchdowns upside, 5,400.
What? 54. Okay. 54. You said. Okay. Yeah, see, I kind of agree with that. I'm not looking to play any pass catchers, although if I needed to play a pass catcher, I would play Josh Downs and just not feel good about it. On the Titans side, you got Mason Rudolph playing quarterback. So Ridley might be viable.
You fucking shut up. He is. I need that.
Your boy Okonkwo might be viable just based on a couple of volume and just based on some small amount of volume. We talked about the running backs. Pollard real banged up.
Tajay Spears, 4,900.
Yeah, Spears is an interesting play, especially in GPPs. He's got upside for sure, but I also don't think he's going to be sneaky. Like I think after last week, people are going to be trying to play Spears.
Ride the wave.
But yeah, I'm not excited about really any of the options in this game.
No,
at all.
No, not for DFS. You're just gonna kind of keep moving.
Right on. Vikings Seahawks 4:00 slate. Vikings Seahawks big game. Seahawks are at home, 3-point favorites with a 42.5-point over under. The Vikings are implied for 22 3/4. The Seahawks for 19 3/4. So right on the borderline there.
On the cusp.
So let's talk Vikings. Yes, let's talk Vikings first. Sam Darnold, Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, TJ Hawkinson, all good plays, in my opinion.
Yeah, Jefferson's 82, Addison's 62, which is where you would probably lean. Hawk 4,800 is a nice price for a tight end, I think. He's around the all right. So he's 48, and I think Laporta 47. Who do you start?
Hawkinson.
Bang, there you go. As a thought, because we wrote
Hawkinson. I don't even think
right.
about
So
it.
I think we wrote Laporta's
Hawkinson.
price down as like a hey, he's in the whatever. So that completely gets replaced with Hawkinson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and what's Darnold's price?
My man is 65.
So a Darnold Addison stack, which is probably going to be very highly owned. Okay, you're not sneaking up on anybody with the Darnold Addison
65
stack,
and 62.
That could give you some points. I mean, you could that could be a nice value right there. Addison's been playing well lately. So it's certainly interesting.
For sure.
Okay. Aaron Jones, you play him, especially in season long. I'm probably not going to try and play him in DFS. There's other options that I would prefer. But he's a fine play.
Yeah.
Seahawks. So, okay, we've talked a little bit about this, couple questions. Ken Walker is back fully healthy, allegedly. Zach Charbonnet, also fully healthy. Vikings run defense, one of the best run defenses in the entire NFL. For that reason, I'm not excited to play either Walker or Charbonnet because I don't see either one of them getting a lion's share of the work against a very bad matchup. Where are you?
I agree. I would go just with the passing, a JSN and a DK.
So, okay, what's JSN's price?
I just clicked on the wrong fucking team. Stand by. I was building a JSN is I think $6,000 even. 60, yeah, $6,000 even.
Wow, that's a really good price for him. And what's DK?
DK is 55.
Whew. My, how times have changed.
Yeah.
Yikes. Yeah, I mean, I think I have DK in like a season-long lineup that I have to play in today. I'm not excited about it at all. But yeah, if I was going to play a Seattle receiver, it would easily be JSN. What's Geno's price?
Geno is 57.
So a Geno JSN stack is pretty affordable. Let you do a lot of things. That's interesting. The only problem is they're not implied to score a whole lot of points. So you might have a cap on that as far as how much the stack could actually bring you. Right. But I don't think they're gonna have much success running the ball today. If they have any success at all, it's going to be throwing, and they are at home. So, the situation should be right for them to be able to throw. Geno a little banged up, though, so that's concerning as well. Patriots, Bills. Bills are at home, 14-point favorites, 46.5-point over-under. The Patriots are implied for 15.5 points. The Bills for 29.5 points. This is a smash spot for the Bills. So let's talk. I mean, Josh Allen, if you got him, you're playing him. James Cook, if you got him, James Cook, if you got him, you're playing him, especially with a 14-point.
All right, so here's another one. I like to do this every now and again. James Conner, 7,100. James Cook, 7,000.
Cook. For saving, 100 savings is not much, but just based on how much I could see the
that's what
Bills
I mean. Like,
running in the second half of this game.
Those are guys that I'm looking to work in. So if I have a Connor and I can go technically down $100, not to look to savings, but who's going to have the better day? Who would you want to start, Cook or Connor?
I still think it's Cook.
All right. Just checking, just asking. I'm asking for the people.
Do you think it's Connor?
No. I think it's Cook, and I'm just I like to talk it through. These are all little points people are going to make here.
That's true. So you got Josh Allen. Are you trying to stack him?
No, like I think he's again like an Anthony Richardson or something like that. Where not like that, but it's like you could play Allen, not stack him, and be fine.
I agree. Although what I would be willing to do in this situation is check you mentioned before, Mac Hollins' price. I would check, a couple of the lower like what's
3,600 for Mac
Keon Coleman. 3,600 for Hollins.
Yeah. Coleman 4,700.
See now that
last 2 weeks for Mac Hollins, and I called it 2 weeks ago when he actually got the touchdown. I said Mac Hollins leading into that week. That was the week we had like amazing calls.
So did I.
He went
Yeah.
6 targets, 4 for 57 and a touch. Last week, 3 targets, 1 for 7. And that was in a game that
Yeah.
went
So,
90 points.
It's an extremely risky play. I think when you stack Josh Allen with any of his receivers, it's risky.
100%.
But if you need to save money, Hollins is within reason because he's a guy who, as we've seen, he can score, he can catch a touchdown. He can catch one ball and have it be a touchdown, you know? And at 3,600, that's pretty much all you need.
You're all I need.
Well, you'd like more than
Yeah.
that, but you know. So okay, Allen, you got James Cook, and then you got a couple of receiving options on the Patriots. I'm not looking to play Drake May, but I think he's good. I just gotta put that out there. Drake May is good. You know, I'm not looking to match him. I'm not looking to get cute and stack Drake May with anybody. I'm not trying to play Ramondre Stevenson. I'm pretty much not really interested in any Patriots in this game, except, you know, in a certain situation like that Hunter Henry we talked about. What's Hunter Henry's price, please?
Hunter Henry is 4,100.
Okay, see, now you're talking. Hunter Henry or TJ Hawkinson?
4,100 versus 4,800.
700. That's a substantial savings.
I guess. I mean, I'm gonna have Hawkinson in there, and then when I'm going towards it, I have to fill that last spot and where I'm at, and then I'm gonna come back, and then I would make that decision.
Right on. What if I told you that I've been informed that Hunter Henry will be scoring a touchdown today? Does that change your
think that
opinion at all?
Hawkinson is too.
Wow, you better make a parlay, buddy.
Tight end parlay day.
So Bills TETD.
Ooh, Ted.
Patriots Bills. Okay. 49ers Dolphins. What a disappointment the 49ers have been this year. And frankly, so have the Dolphins, honestly. The Dolphins are at home, 2-point underdogs with a 44.5 point over under. The Niners are implied for 23.25. The Dolphins for 21.25. So both of them are actually being usable. Okay. So the 49ers. Brock Purdy is still out there. Deebo Samuel still out there. George Kittle still out there. Jawan Jennings still out there. These guys are all viable plays, but none of them I'm really super excited about. What's Jennings' price right now?
Well, let's get Kittle off the board. $6,000. See you later. Jennings is more expensive than Deebo Samuel.
Yep, and he should be.
5,900
as he should be.
to 5,200.
Yeah, I mean, Deebo has looked so bad this season, so bad that like this is a perfect spot where you're like, oh damn,
I need him to look so good
Deebo
today. All the guys that we were like afraid to start today, I have them like Deebo, Pittman, Ridley. Oh, praying.
Yeah, it's nerve wracking. Like I understand, you look at Deebo's price and you're like, that's a smash. Play him in a GPP. But this year, he really has just been a non-factor. He really is basically just not existing.
He's been a dick.
Poopy doopy. Oh, okay. So are there any 49ers that you're looking to play in this matchup?
On the receiving side, no. And honestly, look at like Patrick Taylor's number is 5,200.
There's no chance I'm playing Patrick Taylor in this.
No, I'm just saying, like, I was thinking like he'd be even a little lower, but no, I'm not. I'm not playing a Niner.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I mean, Kittle in a GPP is a high price for him, but he's the only person that I would consider playing in this.
Yeah,
matchup.
but like when we said again, like the over under in this game and the price for him, 6,000 for him or 4,800 for Hawkinson or even cheaper for Hunter Henry, who we know is going to get a touchdown today.
Well, see,
Jonnu,
that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I think that only in a GPP, because that's where you're going to make a decision like that, where it's like, okay, there's guys who are cheaper priced, but I'm going to get the lower owned 6,000 and just hope he gets his 2 touchdowns or whatever. You know, like Kittle is a threat to score 2 touchdowns every single week. So, you know, you just got to hope for that. I'm not going out of my way to play Kittle, but if I built a tournament lineup that ended up having some extra money left over, and I wanted to find a really unique piece to play, Kittle is that guy.
All right, let me see. All right, so bam, here's another comparison. I like doing them just for people if they're on the edge and you have the 6,000 in there for Kittle, but your available is 200 left. 6,200 for McBride or 6,000 for Kittle.
I think that I don't know. I mean, probably Kittle. In a GPP, I would go Kittle. In a cash lineup, I would go McBride.
I like it.
I think that's how I would do it. In a cash lineup, I would go McBride there because he's got a safer floor. But I mean, obviously, Kittle, like McBride is, in my opinion, not a threat to score 2 touchdowns on any given week. But Kittle is. So for me, give me Kittle in a GPP.
No, he's the threat to get like 10 catches.
Right. So yeah, so that's how I would play that. Now the Dolphins. Last week we talked about a Tua Tyreek Hill stack, and that fucking sucked. It was terrible.
It was a bad week to do it.
Yes, very bad week to do it. I mean, this might not be a very good week to do it either. I imagine their prices are a little bit better than they were last week. For the Dolphins,
6,900 and Tua's 6.
See, Tyreek Hill at 6,900 should be an auto play every week. That's too cheap for Tyreek Hill. But this season, he just really has been a disappointment. I would still throw Tyreek Hill in a tournament, though, at that price, because he does have that potential to just explode any given time. Right. But the guy I'm most comfortable with on Miami is Achane on the expensive side.
74.
Right. So, like, you got your James Conner at 71. You got your
James Cook at 7. Jahmyr Gibbs at 75.
Chuba Hubbard at 68.
Yeah, everybody we just named, I'm playing them over him.
Yeah. The thing is, like with Achane, he's another guy. He could explode, but his risk is particularly high. Yeah. But he's in there. GPPs, he's a play. No question. Jaguars, Raiders. This game is going to be terrible. 2.5-point favorites, if you can believe that. Aiden O'Connell's supposed to play. 41.5-point over under. Okay, so for the Jaguars, Mac Jones is playing quarterback. So you got your Brian Thomas Jr., you got your Brenton Strange, who exploded last week. Seems like he's getting a lot of targets at the tight end position. Aside from Brian Thomas Jr.,
when he's out.
Yeah, people have been saying that. I've been hearing people like repeat that stat. I think that you said it on the podcast. I think John might have said it. People keep repeating that, but I think he's only missed like 2 games. This is like a 2-game sample size. So people are like, oh, he averages this when so and so is out, but it's over like a 2-game sample size. So like, I don't feel very comfortable with that statistic, because like, how many times did that happen this year? That he filled in for Evan Ingram twice. That Ingram didn't play. It's like not a lot of times, because if you look back at Brenton Strange's game logs, it's not like he has like 6 targets a game for like 5 straight games or something.
No, it was
it's not the case.
He had in week 2 he had is his targets 6 targets, 3 catches. Next week 5-2, 3-3, 4-4, 5-5, and then it was.
So you got a 6 target week and a 5 week. That's nothing.
No, last week was
it's like
huge.
Right. So the whole whenever Ingram is out statistic, which I've heard 10 different people say it in the last week, not just you, not just like, I'm talking about like professionals are all saying when he's out.
He steps in and does the job, I guess what they're saying. But
basically what they should be saying though is that it happened once. It's not saying every time it happens, it's saying it happened once. But I just think it's a misrepresentation of the statistic. That's all. Regardless. For the price, what's Strange, his price?
35, I believe.
Yeah, see, that's a great price for a tight end. He slots right in there for me. Brian Thomas Jr.
My boy?
He's a certified stud. Certified stud. What's his price?
That's forever, my boy. 6,300.
It's a nice tournament play.
Oh, for sure.
And then if you wanted to stack him with Mac Jones, what's Jones's?
It'd be risky business. That's 5,200.
Yes. So you could stack a Mac Jones at 52 with a Strange at 35, and just go bonkers with the rest of your lineup. Or you could even throw a BTJ in there at 62. But I mean, if you went Mac Jones, Brenton Strange as your start, that gives you a lot of money to throw around.
Does.
Are there any Raiders? Are there any Raiders except for Brock Bowers that you're playing? Me either. And I'm as a Brock Bowers owner in season long, I'm thrilled that he's got Aiden O'Connell back. But of course, I'm also playing against Brock Bowers in one of my semifinal matchups. So that's another one of those. If he does good, he does bad. So like, any way you slice it, I'm fucked. So I can pretty much guarantee Brock Bowers. If anybody's out there watching this right now, if you want free money, go bet a Brock Bowers anytime touchdown. That is absolutely going to happen. Bet the house on a Brock Bowers anytime touchdown. He will be getting a touchdown in this game. There's no question in my mind. So yeah, I'm playing Brock Bowers, but I don't. But again, I'm playing against Brock Bowers, so he's a guaranteed smash. No other Raiders though.
Nope.
Buccaneers, Cowboys. Cowboys are at home, 4-point home dogs, 47.5 point over under. Nice high number. 26.25 points for the Buccaneers, 22.25 points for the Cowboys. So both teams are, playable as far as DFS is concerned. Start with the Cowboys. You got Cooper Rush starting at quarterback. I'm not excited about that. You got CeeDee Lamb. So he's a fine play, I suppose, but I'm sure that at his price we could do better. Jake Ferguson at tight end, another same situation where he should see some targets, but at his price, I'm imagining we could probably do better. And then you got Rico Dowdle, who I think is a pretty good play. He's finally got all the work. He's finally the lead back there. So you could probably throw Dowdle in. I don't know what his price is.
Dowdle is well, we'll start with receivers.
Sure.
All right. So on
Go ahead.
Do you want to just we'll go on the Cowboys.
Well, I said
we already kind of
yeah. I'm talking about the Cowboys right now. Give me CeeDee Lamb. Give me
CeeDee Lamb 7,500.
No, pass.
Right. And then no other receivers you're interested on the Dallas, and then Ferguson is Ferguson is 3,600, which is not a bad play.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good. That is actually pretty good. 3,600 gets him in there. 3,600 for Ferguson or 3,500 for Strange.
In this game, Ferguson. I like.
Well, Strange isn't playing.
No, I'm saying like for this purpose of this game.
For this week.
For this week. Sorry, something in my fucking eye. I just think that this is going to be, even though Cooper Rush is in there, whatever. This is going to be a higher scoring game than the other one, and Ferguson's going to get the look.
Fair.
The Cooper Rush, Jake Ferguson stack. Cooper Rush 5,200, Ferguson 3,600.
I don't know about Cooper Rush. That's
like the
I'd rather play Mac Jones.
Yeah, like the Mac Jones. Oh, so that's what I was gonna say. Mac Jones, Strange, or Cooper Rush, Ferguson for your money savers.
I mean, just based off of the over under, more points are expected to be scored by the Cowboys. So I probably would lean towards. Let's see. The Cowboys are implied for 22.25. The Jaguars for 19.25. So, I mean, slightly favors the Cowboys stack there, but I also could see the Cowboys stack being a little higher owned for that reason. Tampa Bay, you got Baker Mayfield. He's a great play. You got Mike Evans. He's a great play. You got Kate Otten out this week. So you got your Jalen McMillan sitting there. And then as far as pass catching options, I think that'll basically do it for the Buccaneers.
Yeah, I mean, I got McMillan at 4,100, man.
Yeah, see, he's a great tournament play. Not a good cash play, but a very good tournament play. 4,100. I mean, he could score a touchdown. He could have a big game. McMillan this week or Darnell Mooney?
Ooh, what's me? I don't think I think they're
Mooney against the
right,
Giants
but I think the
at home.
price point difference is different, right? Mooney is 5,400 versus 41. That's a significant savings.
Yeah, no, I'm asking just in a vacuum.
Oh, damn. Honestly, McMillan.
Fair enough.
I just think that they're going to use this game
Um,
obviously to try and see what the rookies got to throw, but also they're going to use Bijan Robinson. I think Bijan Robinson is going to eat too. So
all right. So Evans, Baker, McMillan. Now the running backs: Rashad White, Bucky Irving. Irving's been banged up. I think when one or the other one is out, the other guy has a
right,
great play. But I'm not so sure about starting either one of
not
them
exciting.
in this game.
Not even like Bucky Irving 6,400. He's going to play. Rodney White is Rashad White. I said Rodney White. Rashad White 5,900. So I think you can you can get your money elsewhere. Go get something else.
Monday night, Packers Saints. Packers are at home, 14-point favorites. The Saints have Spencer Rattler starting.
My boy.
So the Packers, you got your Jordan Love. Josh Jacobs is an auto smash play. He's going to have a great game. This game's on Monday night, so it's off our slate. But
I have it all
the passing game options: Jordan Love. Then you got your Jaden Reed, your Christian Watson, your Romeo Dobbs. Which of those receivers, if any, would you be interested in playing? If you had to do
if my jellies said Jordan Love is going to smash today, I'm going Dobbs.
Okay. I might go Watson. Just lately, Watson seems like he's been emerging as like the lead guy.
He's emerging, but he's buns. 5,100 for Dobbs, 5,000 for Watson, 6,000 for Reed. I'm going Dobbs because touchdowns upside. He looks at him, I think, most in the red zone. Watson deep threat. So I'm going Dobbs.
What was Dobbs' price again? 51.
51.
And Watson's 5,000.
Right.
Okay. I'm not playing Jaden Reed today. I can't. I don't think I'll ever trust Jaden Reed again.
No, I sent him sailing.
Yeah, he's been a disappointment lately. The Saints. Okay, no Alvin Kamara, no Derek Carr. You got Spencer Rattler in there, and you got Kendre Miller in there. Now, Kendre Miller is going to be a popular low price option for people. Aside, I mean, who if anybody are you excited about playing on the Saints?
Nobody. I'm moving on.
Okay, fair enough. So that's it. That's the slate. We broke them all down because that's what we do. We're here. We take care of business. So now what we need to do is build ourselves some
While we were
lineups.
talking, I just punched one in, and like just to have like I have one spot open. And I was just leaving it so that maybe at the end when we were done with ours, we just kind of look at this one as well, and just since it's been placed already, and keep what we can, and then
Get to the point.
sorry, just submit one here and get one here where I want to get one going with them here.
What do you got?
I did a Caleb Williams, DJ Moore, Jahmyr Gibbs, James Cook, McMillan, JSN, Hawkinson, Falcons D, and then Flex is open with 5,700. Now, things could move. We could say, let's get out of that Caleb Williams stack, keep DJ Moore in there, and then maybe just finish it off with a stack right there. You know what I mean? Like that's an option.
Okay, for the amount that's left.
There 5,700. Let's see. Hopefully all are available because I've been just like checking as we go each games. All right. 5,700 for flexes.
And also, is this a tournament lineup?
It's going to be a tournament lineup, yes.
Okay.
5,700 right at the top. Now, Calvin Ridley, Adam Thielen 56, Ward 56. I'm not going to go Metcalf. You have JSN. And then that's kind of like really it. And then going a few up, Devontae Smith at 58, ETN 58.
What about
No.
Jameson Williams? What about Jameson Williams at 55?
Oh, I see that there. Jameson Williams at 55. That's not bad. Do you think that Caleb stack DJ Moore leave in? You like that?
No, not. I mean, it's okay. Yeah, it's fine. Sure. I mean, I think that if you're going to play the Caleb DJ Moore stack, I think it makes sense to bring it back with Jameson Williams.
Even though I have Gibbs in there.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Gibbs.
Like I got a piece of that because I figured like we mentioned this one, not like we were gonna go with it, but we were like, it's a cheaper stack, so that like I got the Gibbs, I got the Cook. So
So players in this range that we've talked about that I think I could see you playing. You could play Ridley at 5,700. That's a fine play with Mason Rudolph at quarterback. You got Jerome Ford at 5,600. I think he's a fine play. You didn't like Thielen as much as I did. I do like Thielen in that matchup there. And then I mean, if you want to swing for the fences, DK Metcalf is a swing for the fences.
JSN in there.
Oh, okay, then never mind.
Yeah, I mean that's so it's like, do I just fucking change the stack now?
Well, who would you go if you're changing the stack? In what direction would you go? You'd have to go like down to what, Bryce Young or something?
I got 55 and 57. Maybe just take out Caleb. Let me do that right now. I got it. Take out Caleb and throw in Baker because now I have McMillan in there. Baker Mayfield.
I know who Baker Mayfield is.
Okay.
How are you playing? I have a question for you. Baker Mayfield is the Sunday night game. How is he going? How can you put him in your lineup? What slate are you even talking about?
Oh, that's right, you idiot. Because I created a thing with all games so that I could look at all their price points.
So you're talking every single game on the slate, not just Sunday, not just the Sunday.
It was all games.
Oh, well, come on, dude. You gotta let us know.
So if I did Baker McMillan, I have 4,600 left.
What's Baker's price?
Baker's 66.
Oh. You said you had 4,600 left after that?
It's a little rough, but I could bring down the defense a little.
Yeah, I don't see anybody in that range. Maybe your guy Jalen Coker at 42.
Oh, spicy. Spicy. Hey, you. Let's start with you. Right. Yeah. And then forget about me. But keep going. Yeah, sorry.
Okay, so we have a cash lineup to make here. Okay. We have a cash lineup to make. The cash lineup, obviously, we're going to be looking for solid floor plays. We only need to beat half of the lineups. We only need to finish in the top 50%. So let's pick a lineup that's going to score us a lot of points and not present to us a ton of risk. So cash game quarterbacks that we talked about. We liked Burrow. We liked Stafford. We liked Aaron Rodgers. We liked Michael Penix. We liked Bryce Young. We liked Darnold. We liked Josh Allen. Did you want to start with a Penix and go real low, or do you want to start with, say, like, for example, a Stafford in the middle,
Yeah, I guess I was
Rodgers?
actually thinking, which is what I was actually deterring to here, was Rodgers at 56.
All right, so Rodgers, and then I guess Devontae Adams.
Yeah, I'm trying to see how I could work that in. That's a lot of money.
Are you
Garrett
are you
Wilson.
working on your own? Are you working on your own lineup,
No,
or are we doing this together?
I was just looking at that before I stopped. Yeah, I'm good. Go.
So are we? So okay, I need you to. Are we talking about this lineup, or are we talking about the other
No,
lineup right now?
we're talking about yours. I do like that. I was
Okay.
thinking of that
So
as
are
a good
we
one
going
though.
with Aaron Rodgers? Is Aaron Rodgers for this lineup or for the lineup you were just talking about?
I'm gonna go Rodgers. Just saying. So let's not do that.
All right. Please stay with me on this. Okay. Let's both talk about the same thing instead of talking about two different things. Which
Okay.
quarterback would you like to go with in our lineup, not the wacky lineup you're dealing with on the side there?
Let's try the. What we want to start with, like the Stafford price. What was he? Let me see what he was again. 50. Was he cheap? Stafford Cup. You think the big
Stafford is
like,
59, Rodgers is 56 in that
and
same game.
then Adams is more expensive than Cup though. So I think it's like a level out. Which one do you prefer? Do you think the big
I kind of
bounce back
prefer.
with Cup?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't. I think Rodgers and Adams is the play.
All right. Rogers Adams. So that's 56, and Adams is like 7, I
71.
think, or something. 71.
71. Can you see the screen?
Yeah, but like I can't like without putting my face all the way in it. You know what I mean? See the numbers as well.
Okay. So let's talk defenses.
Okay.
All right.
Falcons are
Get this. Let's
pricey,
get our onesies.
but not a bad play.
No, I wouldn't do that. If I was gonna pay up, I would get Buffalo against New England, not the Falcons against the Giants.
Do you want to like lock that in, or you want to see if we go lower? Lower, baby. How you think like Packers
Let's
at
look real quick to
32?
see. Where is that? I don't see it. Packers at 32 is on the wrong slate. You're on the wrong slate again.
Oh, I'm still in the same. Not for mine. It's just the one we created so I could see everybody when we talk. I got to get out of here.
Yeah, but once again, it's the wrong slate. So I can't play the Packers.
Bucks, no. Bucks. I mean, Bills. You want to start with that at 36?
Yeah, let's go for it. I hate spending up that much on a
But
defense,
it's
but we may
gonna
as
be
well.
a good one.
All right.
You know, you should be a double-digit defense, you would think.
You would think. Okay, so tight ends. We talked about Hawkinson quite a bit at 4,800. We talked about Henry at 4,100. We talked about Strange at 3,500.
You think you want to like start with Strange because it's lowest?
Yeah.
Just and then if we have something for some reason, some money, we just kind of come back.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk running backs. We know we love Gibbs today. We love Connor and Cook today. We like Jerome Ford at 5,600.
Yeah.
He's a good cash game. I think he's a good cash game play.
Bijan's expensive. That's a little high. We're gonna start. You want to start like mids, like sixes area?
Yeah, I mean I mean, I wouldn't mind starting with James Ford at 5,600.
Who else is around there? We got nobody really else around there that we talked about. So that's not a bad. Okay, Ford 57. So that means you can kind of go upward a little.
Yeah.
Do you want to try and get Gibbs in there, or you just feel like that's so common we want to try and hit somewhere else?
No, we can do common in a cash lineup. So I'll throw Gibbs in there because we don't mind getting the same players in a cash lineup.
I mean, like 7,500. That's not a bad buy for him. Where you know what I mean?
Yeah, I plugged them in.
Touchdown.
All right, so we need. I would say we need one like good low price receiver who's going to be solid. Like Coker is 4,200, but he's I think more of a tournament
McMillan,
play than a
dude.
cash play. Where is McMillan? Oh, he's on the wrong slate again. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I keep thinking like he's just like, to me, that's such a smash play at 41 in my head. Sorry. You want a Dunze, or is that too risky?
I would say Dunze is relatively risky. Malik Washington from the Dolphins is only 3,700. He's the last few weeks he's gotten decent. Well, I guess that's not true. The last few weeks, only the last week. Never mind. He's been getting more involved, but
You want to work Higgins in it, like
no,
68, or is it too high?
Higgins. That might be a little bit high right now. Anyway, I mean, we have an average of 57. We need to get at least one low price receiver, or else we're not going to make this lineup work. And it needs to be a receiver who's on the slate,
JMO,
not somebody.
Now then, do you want to hit two of them? No.
No, plus JMO is more of a tournament play.
Smith?
Man. Smith? What Smith?
Yeah,
Devontae's?
5,800.
Can we look a little cheaper than that?
Mooney, 54.
I like Mooney this week, but I think he's a little risky to be a cash game. Man. Not a lot of good low price cash options this week. I guess.
They're playing in other slates. I mean,
what about your boy
Ridley is 57.
Mac Hollins?
Hollins?
Nah, he's a tournament play.
Yeah, he's not a
cash play.
Keenan Allen? No, like that's. I mean, so it's like, yeah, I mean, Marvin Harrison, 54.
You know what?
Mooney.
Let's put your boy Jalen Coker in there. Let's put your boy Coker in there because he, like you mentioned, he does have like multiple targets over the last few weeks. He has 6 targets, 8 targets in the last 2 weeks. Well, that's actually not even true, is it? Because he played in week 10 and then he played in week 15. So it was not the last 2 weeks. It's just the last 2 weeks that he played. So to me, he's clearly more of a tournament play than a cash play. Yeah, we got problems. We got some troubles here, buddy. We got some troubles.
I mean, just slot. You want to slot in Mooney?
Slot in Mooney
and see what we got. Like as we continue.
Slot in Mooney. Then I'll throw in here. I'll throw in JSN.
At 6, I like that.
And then leaves us 5,700 for our flex. So you can play a DJ Moore. DJ Moore or Calvin Ridley. Adam Thielen.
What do you think? I like DJ Moore.
All right, let's do it. So here's what we got. Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams. We got Jerome Ford, Jahmyr Gibbs. We got Darnell Mooney, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Brent Strange, DJ Moore, Bills defense. Sound good?
I like it. One thought. At all when, because I feel like it's a common thing, maybe I'm wrong, where a lot of times when you get your stack, like you kind of see what's on the other side of your stack, assuming, like trying not to work.
You're talking about a bring back.
Yeah. So like no Ram, do we want to bring back and just or like try and work that in, or we're good here?
Well, the only Rams, I don't think we can afford a Ram. Like what Ram are we putting in?
I think Kupp was decent.
Kupp is 6,500. We can't. I mean,
we would try and go from JSN to Kupp.
Okay, so I'll take JSN out, and I'm obviously going to have to take out the flex as well.
I'm
JSN.
just, I'm not saying it, but like I like that
I
lineup that
don't.
was just in there. But I'm just saying if you want to try and see if there's a comeback there situation. So what's the average when that happens?
Well, there's no average. It's just we have 5,200 left total, and we can play guys like Amari Cooper, Debo, Odunze. Hold on a second. Odunze's been getting a ton of targets the last couple of weeks. You want to throw him in?
I mean, didn't we say DJ Moore? So we went from DJ Moore to Dunze
To
to
Odunze.
get Cooper Cup, or to keeping JSN. I like it either way, because to me it's like Cup and JSN are more cash play. I mean, yeah, cash play, you could say, where a Dunze would lean a little more on the tournament side. But I like the matchup this week because the Lions defense is so like depleted. So
I think I think I'd rather go back to JSN and
let's do
DJ
it.
Moore.
Let's do it. I don't mind it either way. I just wanted to see, like, all right, listen, if we came back or tried to work in a whatever, what would it be?
No, it's fine. It's not a bad idea. Bringbacks are always a good thing to consider. All right, so we're good on the cash lineup. Now we get to go tournament
I'm
style.
super excited. This is where the jellies tingle, my friend.
Sorry, my internet is nice and slow now, of course.
Yeah, so now we got to go start looking a little.
All right, tournament lineup. One of these days. Okay, now just so that you know, just so that everybody's aware.
Yeah.
This is just the slate for 1:00 and 4:00 games on Sunday, which is today.
Yeah, I fixed it.
So no Sunday night games, no Monday night games, no Thursday games, no Saturday games. Okay. So GPP stacks that we thought we might be interested in as far as quarterbacks. We talked about Burrow and Higgins. I think that's a fine play. We talked about Goff stacks. We talked about playing a naked Anthony Richardson. We talked about, again, Penix. We already played Rodgers. We talked about Geno. We talked about Mac Jones and BTJ and or Strange. We talked about, again, Darnold, Bryce Young. Do any of those names jump out at you for a good tournament start? You want to take a chance? You want to take a chance with Penix?
I just feel like honestly it's gonna be such a common one,
Yeah, no, I don't disagree.
Like for us to do, like if you want to swing, like Penix is definitely the cheapest option. But if you're still swinging at
Obviously.
somebody a little bit more, there's other plays we can make that's basically around the same thing.
For example,
For example, the Mac Jones Strange. That's a cheap one
okay.
to start with. Mac Jones.
I also don't
Go
think
ahead.
I think that this is going to be a very highly owned play as well. Like, I think that the Penix and Mac Jones are probably both going to be right in the same range as far as ownership are
You
concerned.
think so?
I don't know, but I just assume. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, what are you thinking? I was those two just to start with to see where the money is at, because I don't see any other.
So let's go defense real quick because we like to knock them out quickly, and we'll throw the Bills in there again.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, let me just look at this. Yeah, not a lot of great defensive matchups this week. All right. Running backs. Running backs that we liked this week include. We didn't like any running backs. Bijan, Gibbs, Connor, Hubbard, Jacobs, but he's not on the slate. I don't know. Let's see.
I like
Chase Brown, I think, is a good play.
Yeah, I mean Chase Brown's been amazing. I feel like we just went Gibbs before, so like that's not. I like a James Cook area is 7 because Connor is 71. And then I mean you can go on the come back and get a Hubbard if you do the Connor Hubbard. But I would prefer Cook out of all of them.
So I put Cook in.
Okay.
Connor and Hubbard are still there. They're in the same exact price range. Rolling down a little bit.
We did have, you know what? I don't know how we did have a lot of chitter chatter about Spears. Little mentionings about Spears for 40.
Yeah, that to me that feels extremely point chasey though. Like people are asking about Spears for their season long lineups because he had a big week last week or 2 weeks ago. It looks like not even last week. No, I'm sorry. This is Pollard. I'm looking at. My bad. Pollard, no injury designation. Spears. I feel like Spears just has one good game in his entire career.
So Pollard, no. All right. So Pollard, Chuba, James Conner.
Pollard isn't even considered in that. It's Chuba or Connor. It has
Right. Or
Pollard
do you want to go higher and just because he's been so good? But I mean, Cleveland's run defense pretty good. Chase Brown, that's a 7,700. He's more expensive than Gibbs.
I have so much riding on Chase Brown already. It makes me feel sick to.
Kyron at 72 or James Conner at 71.
I like Connor.
So I like Connor or Hubbard. I like Connor at 71. He's been like the whole offense.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk receivers. We're going to need to save some money. Right now we have an average of $5,900 that we can spend. So we're going to need to get some, like for example, this might not be a bad idea. Might not be a bad place to throw in like a Jameson Williams who's got like super high upside. Did we play Mooney in our last lineup?
I don't. Maybe. I don't think so.
No. Oh yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
Okay. So no Mooney.
Yeah.
Get that Mooney out of here.
This is where we could throw in Odunze in though.
You know? Oh, we went DJ Moore before.
Right.
The Dunze at 51. Or I don't see anything anywhere else, and they're gonna have to throw. So I like that. I throw that in there. Give it a 1-2 throw in there. And now what's the average?
So 61.
61, and we have. Do you want to? Do you want to come back with Brian Thomas Jr.?
No, that's a little strong for me. Like double stacking Mac Jones, I don't know. That makes me a little nervous. Because like Strange is a volume play. He's not like a upside play. He's just a straight up volume play. It's not like, I don't expect Mac Jones to be like flinging it all over the yard, throwing for 300 yards, although it would be nice. Against his defense, I guess anything's possible. We could go with a Drake London. We can go with Jordan Addison here at 62. Malik Neighbors is interesting in the tournament. Ooh. We didn't mention him, but Malik Neighbors is a good matchup in this tournament.
So hit Malik Neighbors in there. Like they're gonna not. they're gonna lose, but they're gonna not look. They're gonna not just shoot.
They have
Right.
to. They're going to have to throw. He's another volume play, just like Strange. Okay, so we got Neighbors in there. We need another another receiver and a flex, and our average is 6,200.
6,200 right now
So
is Addison,
in Jake
JSN, but we play JSN. Okay.
Devonta Smith.
Smith, you want to get a piece of that game. That would be what? No, that'd be 8. How much is AJ Brown?
So I popped in Smith. Oh man, AJ Brown is
7,800. That would bring us down to like 40 something.
4,600. Let's see what we got. Okay, here's what we have: Amir Abdullah, Dalton Kincaid, Singletary, Khalil Herbert, Ray McLeod, Tim Patrick. Wow, that's actually that's not
a bad play.
That's not unreasonable.
He's been getting touchdowns.
He got 7 targets and then 8 targets the last 2 weeks. Keyshawn Vaughn, Pierre Strong, Demario Douglas, Michael Wilson, your boy Coker. Do you want to try Tim Patrick?
Yeah, do it. Like third time's a charm again. Like 3 in a row. I mean, let's go.
What do you mean?
Because the past few weeks wasn't like 2 weeks in a row he's gotten like in the end zone.
Oh, that I'm not sure about that, but the last 2 weeks he's definitely had. He's got touchdowns the last 2 weeks, but he's also got 7 targets and 8 targets. He's got 15 targets the last 2 weeks.
We didn't put JMO in there, right?
No.
Okay, so yeah, let's still get a piece of that game, and yeah.
That's it. That's the lineup. It's Mac Jones and Brendan Strange. You got James Cook, James Conner, Roma Dunze, Malik Neighbors, AJ Brown, Tim Patrick.
Oof. I like it. I like both. I like that. I gotta remember those and then watch them. There's too much going on this week that I'm gonna be like, oh my god, which one of these guys in here? My lineups, this lineup, that lineup.
There's no way that I can enjoy myself today.
Well, hey, actually,
there's no.
You can enjoy yourself
chance
right now because we're gonna do something you've never done.
Oh, that's right. Forgot about that.
We're gonna.
Yeah. So yeah, for the next hour, I'm just gonna be feeling sick to my stomach, and then once things kick off at 1 o'clock, I'm gonna be pooping in my pants.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
All right, here we go.
I'm gonna be doing the same thing, bro. Same thing. Lot riding on it. You want to make it to the championship week. That's what we come here for.
I'm in 4 semifinals. 4 semifinals this week.
I'm in 3, and I feel the pressure's on. All right, we got 6 packs, and I believe there's 11 cards in each pack. What are you shooting for? I don't know, but a man can dream for like, oh my god, we just did something we had no idea about, and all right.
Yeah, we wouldn't even know if we got a good card.
All right, well, this one looks good right here. Prestige. I don't even know. Amarius Mims. Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's what I need. All right, we got Johnny Wilson. Like, who are you guys?
Johnny Wilson is the rookie from the Eagles. He's in my taxi squad on my dynasty team.
Martin Emerson, Jamal Levis, Jarrett Stidham, Quentin Johnston.
I've heard of that.
Robert Spillane, DK Metcalf, Joe Montana. See, this I probably bought a non-good pack of like things that you don't want to get. Brandon Ayuk, Johnny Wilson. Did I say that already? Yeah. Okay, so I think that was shit. Yeah. This is the Panini Prestige.
Can you turn off your background?
What?
Can you turn off your background so that we can see the cards?
Panini Prestige.
You good?
Me? I'm trying to get it out here.
Perfect.
All right. Yeah, I think like I don't know. There's always different cards. I'm sure that you have to get in packs. Like, oh, you got to get this is the one. But yeah, I don't know. So these are the Prestige, Panini Prestige 2024. Like that's Von Bell, James Conner, Chase Brown, our guy.
Woo.
Devontae Adams, your boy. Harrison Butker.
In his Raiders uniform.
Yeah. Rashi Rice, we know him. TJ Watt. We got Justin Fields, get him out of there. Darius Robinson, Darren Bland, and I don't even know what this means. This is a card. 3 players are on this one. Alma Matters. Aiden Hutchinson.
Alma mater.
Yeah, that shit. Aiden Hutchinson, Rashawn Gary, and Quiddy Pay. All right, so Aiden Hutchinson, the only guy that really matters. Ray, we got a question
They
from
all
Ray.
went to the same college.
Ray Gamer start 2 in standard. Cooper Kupp versus Jets, Garrett Wilson versus Rams, or Jacoby Myers versus Jaguars, and which tight end in standard?
We also missed Jordan.
Oh shit.
Jordan, we'll be right with you.
Uh,
Ray Gamer, start 2 in standard. Cooper Kupp versus the Jets, Garrett Wilson versus the Rams, Jacoby Myers versus the Jaguars. I think it's Cooper Kupp and Garrett
yeah,
Wilson.
it's a clear-cut answer for me. And which tight end in standard? Zach Ertz versus Eagles? Hunter Henry is the answer there.
Yeah, Hunter Henry is going to be the answer for me as well. Zach Ertz is banged up and he might not finish the game. Like, he's had a good season. He's probably a better floor play when fully healthy, but he's one hit away from not finishing the game. So I'd be too nervous to play him in a playoff situation. So I'm going Hunter Henry as well. Ray, make sure you like and subscribe and let us know how it went. Jordan Stenmark, start 1. Kendre Miller, McMillan, or Thielen, full PPR.
Not Miller.
No.
So McMillan or Thielen?
I'm probably going Thielen over McMillan here, but I think they're both pretty good plays. But Thielen, no Leggett. Thielen's the number 1 on that team. He's definitely going to get a lot of targets today. McMillan is more of a dart throw. He's more of a tournament play, a little riskier. So if you're looking for somebody who's going to definitely give you the points, I'm going Thielen on that one.
Agreed.
There it is.
Agreed, my
All
friend.
Right. And make sure you like and subscribe, Jordan.
Yeah, make sure you guys.
We do this on Tuesday nights, and Sunday morning.
And on the I saw like a little green. I don't know what that means. Maybe that's a whole card there. We got DeMarcus Ware. Oh, Adam Thielen.
Nice.
Demarius Williams. Evan Ingram. He's kind of never often on the field there. We got Lair Franklin. Reed Blankenship.
Okay.
Jalen Hurts, our boy. We need you today, Bo. You,
nice.
us, guy, friend. Get it together.
Yeah.
Quentin Williams. This one looks okay. Leonard Taylor the third here. Nice little prestige here.
Don't know who that is.
Me neither. Reggie Wayne.
Nice.
Prestigious Pros. Zaire Franklin. Don't know who you are. I don't know. This is a reporter card. I didn't see that. This is horrible. Probably should have done research. I just saw it and I was like, okay, let me just get a pack of cards. Like it's football. Maybe I get like a cool hologram of somebody I like.
The thing is, even if you might have already pulled a great one and you just wouldn't even know it.
That's true.
Like we probably, you very easily could have pulled $1 million card.
Oh, I mean, this one is a holographic Reggie Wayne.
Yeah, I mean, you got to. There was one holographic one in each pack so far, but yeah, you don't know. You don't know what you're.
Amon Ra, Brian Urlacher.
By getting yourself these cards, you've given yourself an extra job to do by figuring out now if any of them are
Kyle
working.
Pitts, Jonathan Taylor.
That one's not.
Will Anderson Jr. Aaron Rodgers, Jets uniform. Give that away. Wan'Dale Robinson. I'll give that to you. The Aaron Rodgers. Marquise Colton. Remember that guy?
Marcus Colston?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I can't even. Terrian Arnold? Don't even know you, man.
Yep.
Sorry. Carl
Offensive lineman, I think.
Granderson.
No, D-back.
And then another alma mater, the tree played Julian Love, Harrison Smith, Kyle Hamilton. Let's see here. We got 2 more. And then we could shut his shout. Let's see. Miles Garrett. That's a good guy. You know him? I know him. He's aggressive. Ray Lewis. Don't want to have that one. Sorry. Charles Haley. Don't know you. CJ Stroud. Xavier McKinney, which that one hurts. Julian Love. I'm sorry, Jordan Love. Taysom Hill, phenomenal athlete. Andre Tippett. This one looks a little cool. It's got like a second. Is that Malachi Core? Oh, Malachi Core. Yeah, look, that one's got like a little different situation there.
Too bad he stinks.
Yeah. Okay, we got a. Damn it! Why can't it be somebody like Jaheim Bell?
All right.
You know that guy?
I've heard the name.
Oh, this one looks cool. It's Any Given Sunday. It almost looks like it almost reminded me of the tweet that he said. CJ Stroud, Any Given Sunday.
Right. Offense only today, boys.
Okay, we got this. Last pack. This is going to be like Malik Neighbors rookie card.
Let's do it.
Frankie Luva. Yeah.
Luva.
It's all in script, and it's not. Kyler Murray, and they're all shiny. Aiden Hutchinson. We got Hugh here upside down. You think they would have him in a? Oh my God, Jacoby Brissett. That's a keeper. Cameron Byron. Oh, Cameron Byron.
Cam Bynum.
Okay. Oh, Juju Smith-Schuster on the Patriots. Oh my God, I just snuck up a little and saw a New York symbol. Jonathan Allen. Eddie George.
Ooh.
Wow.
Nice.
Shut the hell up. What did I say?
Malik Neighbors. Nice. There you go. Nailed it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Javon
your boy.
Baker, like Javon Baker,
your
like
boy
that.
Is back. Anthony.
Oh,
full PPR.
Boy.
Anthony, full PPR. Drake London or Jawan Jennings?
Drake London.
I think so too. I think I'm going Drake London on this one. My bet is that Penix is at least as good as Cousins was, maybe just a little bit better in terms of the fact that he can get the ball down the field a little bit more. I just don't see how the Falcons could be any worse than they've been with Kirk Cousins. They have to be at least as good, if not better, with a guy who can actually throw the ball. That's my opinion. We'll find out today. I'm playing London in one league. I'm playing Mooney in one league. I got a lot riding on the Falcons passing game as well. Let's go London.
And this was the last card.
Go ahead.
Living Legends. Cordell Stewart.
Oh wow. Remember him? Slash.
Look at that.
That's cool. Cordell Stewart.
Yeah, that might be that's probably the best card in the whole set.
I mean, I would hang on to that Malik Neighbors rookie card. Rookie cards are usually worth something, right?
You would think.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, good show today. Hopefully our lineups do better this week than they did last week. Last week our lineups were terrible. Your boy, Laporta or Strange. He's starting Gibbs and Amon-Ra, and the opposition is starting Goff. Okay, so here's the deal. If you're starting Gibbs and Amon-Ra, and your opponent is playing Goff, I would play Strange, because Laporta, you're already playing Amon-Ra. So like when Goff gets points, Amon-Ra gets points. When Amon-Ra gets points, Goff gets points. So if you're playing Amon-Ra and Laporta, it's going to be really hard for Goff because you're all getting the same. I would play Amon-Ra. and Gibbs, and I would play Strange in this situation. You give yourself a little bit of differentiation. What about
Yep,
you, Anthony?
agreed. Yeah,
Okay.
like I do think Laporta is a great player, but I'm not. You can't put it all in that one basket there. Strange is going to
Yeah,
get volume as well.
trying to get a little bit of extra. Yeah, you want to try to catch some points someplace, and you're not going to make up the distance with, because every time Laporte scores, Goff's going to score also. So if you want to try and catch him, Strange is your play,
You got to catch
and
them
just
all.
hope for the best. I'm playing Strange in a couple of lineups today myself, so I'm with you.
You're so strange.
Boy, oh boy. All right, so there it is. Today is week 16. It's the semifinals in most legitimate fantasy playoffs. Anthony, how many playoffs are you in today?
3.
Nice.
Two
Nice.
two
And
dynasties that are my first time in a dynasty, and both were startups. So like I'm pretty good about that. And last week it would have been, like last week I was in the playoffs with 4, and against you, great score. I put up a $1.89 with a 0. You put up a $1.91 with a 0. That one, like you said, will forever go down in the books. So I'm feeling really good about the jellies this year, and how I went about the draft, and what I did. So I'm feeling pretty good. A little upset that it was a gamble, but Gus Edwards didn't make it in the lineup with a 20 this week in the big pot, right? The $1,800 to first place is I want to get into that championship at least. Let me get the opportunity. And
yeah.
I had 3 players go, and he had 2. He had Lamar Jackson and Joe Mixon go, and I had Derrick Henry, Schultz, and Russell go, and I got like a little over a 20-point lead. So I like
Nice.
that so far.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, for Lamar to have that day, I know you have him, but like if you're going against Lamar and he scored, and Joe Mixon for that matter, and they scored what they scored yesterday, you're like you took a
thrilled.
little bit of a sigh of relief, like, okay,
Thrilled.
those
Yeah,
two.
if you played against Lamar yesterday, you are thrilled today, because Lamar, it was the most disappointing 3 touchdown performance you will ever see from a quarterback in an NFL game. The most disappointing 3 touchdown performance ever in NFL history. He was so bad in that game. He was so bad in that game. He's so lucky that he threw those 3 touchdown passes, because outside those 3 touchdown passes, he scored 8.5 fantasy points. It was despicable. He was so bad in that game. If you played against Lamar Jackson, you're happy today. I had Lamar Jackson. As you can see, I'm unhappy today. One last question from Lonely Stoner, and then we'll wrap it on
You always
up.
got to get the Lonely Stone there. What's going on? PPR, start 2 RB. Start 2. All right. Brian Robinson, Kendre Miller, Patrick Taylor, or Tajay Spears.
Or Spears. I would go Robinson and Kendre Miller there. The other 2 are too risky, in my opinion. I agree. Start Kraft or Strange. Ooh, Kraft or Strange. I'm going Strange. I actually had to make this decision in one of my leagues. I dropped Kraft to pick up Strange. Kraft is very risky. There's so many mouths to feed in that offense. I just feel like Strange, he should just get more targets. Yeah. Whether that amounts to anything, I don't know, but I expect Strange to get more targets than Kraft today. Eagles defense is great. Saints offense sucks. 49ers usually friendly to RBs. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, so if it's Brian Robinson Jr. and Kendre Miller for us, and it's Strange over Kraft for us. Yep. I'm in 4 semifinals today, bro.
Yeah,
4.
That's great.
I
mean, your percentages are pretty good to get into some championships.
My percentages are good to get into some championships, but my percentages are also very good to be extremely disappointed after today. Only one of the 4 teams is like favored to win. The two of them, I'm heavy underdogs. I'm playing against one of the top seeds, and I'm playing against the number 1 seed over here. I'm playing against the number 2 seed over here. And then in the Megala Bowl is like 10,000 people in the tournament, or whatever it is, 5,000 people in the tournament. So I'm hoping for the best. I'm swinging for the few teams that I think are pretty good, but I'm playing against extremely difficult competition. I'm hoping for the best. I'm going to need some Sunday magic today. So we'll see. Hopefully Anthony and I get to meet each other next week in 2 leagues. That's the goal,
Yeah,
is for you and I to be
yeah.
head to head in 2 leagues next week. That would be incredible. And with that, we're all wrapped up. This has been week 16. Good luck to everybody out there, as long as you're not playing against me. Anthony, I will see you next week, where it's always Sunday.